Well, hello everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. It is Wednesday, October 9th, 2019, and we're going to do our best to chat with you, answer all things cord cutting. Let's talk about some of the biggest news happening in the world of cord cutting. Let's talk about your experiences with cord cutting. So if you have a question or anything, leave a comment here on our YouTube channel. If you're watching this later, we're live every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, because we put these live on repeat later on. But we're live every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here to answer your cord cutting related questions. So feel free to join us, or you can find us over on Facebook, on our Facebook cord cutting tech support group. Just search for cord cutting tech support. There's some imitators out there. Look for the one with over 60,000 members in it. And then that'll be our group. It's in the description. It says owned by Cord Cutters News. So check that out over at cordcuttersnews.com and on Facebook and all over. So I'm going to quickly share this on social media because I know it takes a few minutes for everybody to kind of come flying in. Once everybody is in, we'll start talking all things cord cutting. So let me put this on Facebook real quick so everybody knows we are live. And then we'll dive into it. It's good to see, wow, people are already flying in. Notifications must be fast today. So thanks for joining. But yeah, so a little update on Cord Cutters News. If you didn't see the video I posted last Sunday, we have a new studio. So Cord Cutters News rented the suite, not here in my home, but at the office next to us. It's about 600 square feet. It's just a small little suite that used to be owned by a company that made podcasts. And they moved out, and we had an opportunity to get a good deal on it, so we snapped it up. And tomorrow, the carpet cleaners come, the blinds, we're going to put some shades up for the windows. We're going to hang some bars and painters next week. So hopefully in about 2 to 3 weeks, we should be in there ready to start producing content. Got to do some painting, got to hang some lights, mount a TV, that kind of stuff. So hopefully when that is all done, we'll have a very nice suite when it's all put together. So there's definitely a lot to get there, but we're going to get there real quick. So a little update there. If you want to see the tour of the new studio before we started the renovation, I wanted to make a little tour to be like, here's where we got it. And we'll make it one layer and be like, here's where we got to. Check that out. Click on the YouTube channel to see the new suite coming up very soon. But first, hello, Johnny, Tom, Richard, Christopher, Kaylee, Barb, Reliance Random, Casper, Chris, Jimmy, TC, Bulldozer, Al. There's a few of the people who've left comments. If I didn't say your name, it's good to have you here. But let's dive into it. So if you have a question, leave a comment. I'm going to do my best to answer them. If I don't answer them, re-ask it a little while later. I probably missed it when I was answering a different question. Jimmy says, Luke, you did a great job on the Cord Killers with Brian Brushwood and Tom. Yeah, it was a great honor to join Brian Brushwood and Tom Merritt. They've been industry experts for years, so it was a lot of fun to join their podcast. Check that out, cordkillers.com. All right, hello from Vancouver. All right. Best of the best streamers? Well, that really depends on what you want. For instance, if you're heavily into the Apple TV user experience, you may want to get an Apple TV. If you're heavily into Amazon, maybe a Fire TV. If you want a lot of apps or something very simple to use, Roku is excellent, especially very simple to use at a great budget point. So I could really make an argument for every streaming player to be the best streaming player on the market right now. I don't think you're really going to go and or go wrong with any of them, to be honest with you. Is Reels on Xumo TV live? Yes, Reels on Xumo TV is live, but it's not the cable network. It's a collection of their content available for free in Xumo TV. Luke, will Sling TV finally get Big Ten Network now that they have a new deal with Fox? We don't know. Sling hasn't said anything. Dish hasn't said anything. Fox hasn't said anything other than they have a new deal. Now, when they struck the deal to bring the NFL Network to Sling TV, it was a couple weeks to like a month or two later after the deal was made that the NFL Network finally showed up on Sling TV. Hopefully the new deal included that, but we don't know. Is Hulu still planning on changing interfaces other than the guide? Yes, they've been slowly rolling out updates to the new Hulu app with new interfaces. Hopefully they continue to do that over the weeks and months to come. But as of today, right now, I don't know when that's going to happen or what devices will get the next Hulu update, but they are working on getting more updates for Hulu. Luke, I cut the cord more than a month ago, but my apartment complex says I have to get cable and internet they provide, including a cable box. Do you know that's legal? I have heard of a lot of apartment complexes striking deals with cable companies, which is like, hey, we're just going to include cable TV in your rent, and you have to do it. Now, if it's not in your lease, if your lease does not say that you have to do that, then no, you could talk to a lawyer. I'm no lawyer, but I would bet somewhere in your lease there may be something that says, hey, when you rent here, you agree to pay for this cable bill. It's great for cable companies because suddenly they get all these new TV customers with it. And sometimes they're actually decent deals, but the problem is often you get internet only at a much cheaper rate. All right. Has PBS said anything about other OTT services other than YouTube TV? No. YouTube TV so far is the only live TV streaming service that has struck a deal with PBS to bring their content to PBS. Luke, do you see Xumo TV coming to Apple TV? I don't see why it couldn't. I definitely think that's a real possibility there. But have they announced anything? No, not at this time. Oops, sorry. I just dropped that. Hello, Krista. Good to have you here. Do you know a legal IPTV available in Canada? No, I'm sorry. I don't know of any of the live TV services. And I do apologize because I do know Canada is lagging dramatically behind the United States when it comes to cord cutting services. So hopefully they are able to come up with more and more options there for you soon. Luke, I found a bug in the new 9.2 Roku OS. I'll have to reboot my TV from... I haven't rebooted my TV for almost 7 days, and this morning all 3 inputs didn't have signal from my devices. It's very interesting. Let me know if that continues to happen. But I have the 9.2 and I have not experienced that issue. Which services offer Viacom channels? That's a great question. And I could sit here and try to break down all of them, but we actually have a guide. So let me share this with you. We broke down all the live TV streaming services, put it all in a chart with all the different channels so you can pick out which one works for you. I just shared that in the chat, and I'll put it in the notes of this video down below. But let me go quickly do that. Live TV streaming channel guide. It's in the show notes now, appearing in about 30 seconds for you. Our part 2, had to reboot to get them all to work again. Yeah, sometimes with all electronics, computers, TVs, everything, you'll have to do that. If it keeps happening, let me know. Contact TCL, contact Roku if you continue to have problems like that. What app do you use for local stations? I don't know if I understand that question, LVM. What app do you for local stations, including Locast, YouTube TV, or Hulu? What app do I use for local stations? I have an antenna. That's really the best app. But then also live TV services like the ones you listed are a great option. All right. Casper says they've been a cord cutter since 2011. What new ad-supported streaming services are coming if you know any? Well, NBC serves a new one called Peacock will be ad-supported. Not fully sure if it'll be a free version or if it'll be a paid version with ads on it. We'll have to wait and see. But that's one of the ones to keep an eye on right now. Luke, is it true that Disney Plus will not be available on the Fire TV? Yes, as of this moment, Disney Plus is not available on the Fire TV. It's being reported that Disney and Amazon are fighting it out over advertising deals. Amazon wants Disney, not for Disney Plus because it's commercial free, but on other Disney apps to use their ad service. Disney's pushing back on that. It doesn't seem like they want to do it. And there's a very real possibility that other Disney apps, including maybe ESPN, could be pulled from the Fire TV if a new deal is not reached. It raises a question, would Hulu maybe be a part of that? Could we be seeing Hulu pulled off of Disney Plus or off the Fire TV, as there's a fight over ads? So this ad issue needs to be resolved before Disney Plus will be coming to the Fire TV. Good news is you can get a really cheap Roku if you want Disney Plus to hold you over. How does a user of a Fire TV Recast change the location or zip code of the live TV data guide? Go into your settings on your Fire TV or through your Fire TV app on your mobile device on the same network with your Recast, and there you'll find settings for your Recast that you can edit there. Harley says, I need local channels. Does any provider offer them, or do I have to get them OTA? Now, I would highly recommend getting them with an antenna. Picture's better. It's 100% free, and you're not subject to any possible internet outages affecting them. But there are many streaming services that offer local streamed, but they often only have the major ones. So like the ABC, NBC, Fox, etc. will be included, but you may not find maybe, the My TVs, etc. on them. Hulu, YouTube TV, AT&T TV Now, PlayStation View are a few of them out there. Fubo and others also have some locals. So check them out. They all offer free trials and see if one of them is a good pick for you. Do you have a prediction for T-Mobile TV? So yeah, so over a year ago now, I think it's been over a year ago, T-Mobile announced plans to have T-Mobile TV. At this moment, they're not really talking much about it. So it was supposed to launch last year. They pushed it back to this year, then they pushed it back farther. And last we heard, it was still supposed to launch this year. As of this moment, T-Mobile TV is not on anybody's radar. They're being very quiet about it. But if I hear anything about T-Mobile TV, a new live TV streaming service, I'll let you know. T-Mobile was quite clear, though, that they're not getting the deals they wanted, that the deals they're getting are worse than companies that are already established, like PlayStation View, for instance. So it costs them more money to get the same channels. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that going forward. But I'll let you know once we hear from them. Or I'll let you know if we hear anything about a possible deal for on T-Mobile TV. Will the NFL Network ever return to AT&T Uverse and also throw on the AT&T TV Now, etc.? At this moment, nothing's been announced. AT&T is still saying no deal on Uverse coming at this moment, or NFL Network coming back to Uverse, or coming back to the AT&T TV Now. LVM says, I just bought a TCL Roku TV. Is my Netflix affected? You're probably talking about reports that Netflix is ending support for older Rokus. No, the Roku TVs are fine. You actually have to go back to Rokus built from 2011 and earlier to be affected. So you have a Roku TV from 2011 and earlier, it will not be available. So keep that in mind. Richard, I don't understand your question. Something about our input and the Channel Master Stream Plus. Can you let me know more? Luke, what's the best indoor antenna for local stations? I cut the cord. Thanks. So I don't really have a particular antenna I would recommend is the best, but here are a few brands I would recommend. Mohu, Winegard, RCA, Turk is also owned by RCA. Antenna Direct, and similar ones. My recommendation, though, is before you get an antenna, go over to a website like antennaweb.org. That's antennaweb.org. Enter your address and see what channels you should be able to get. Now, it could be very possible that a outdoor antenna may be what you need. So before you buy an antenna, I would highly recommend that you look into it and see if that device is right for you. Just keep that in mind. Any updates in the Air TV 2 that showed up a few weeks ago? Yes, for a little while, Sling TV was on their Air TV website promoting a brand new Air TV 2. They quickly removed it. We got some screenshots over at corecarsnews.com. If you search for the Air TV, you should find that. But as of this moment, nothing new. They haven't posted anything about it recently. It's been rather quiet. So it'll be interesting to see if they do bring this out soon. It'll be interesting to see what the new Air TV 2 is slightly different. But we have a bunch of details over at corecarsnews.com. Let me see if I can find that. Air TV. Here we go. Air TV 2. Let me put that in the show notes so you can find out. Here's everything we know right now. It's in the comments. Luke, I've been having an issue with Hulu stop streaming between 9 and 10 at night. It takes a few minutes or gets stuck. When that happens, I would run a speed test. There is something called bandwidth exhaustion. That often happens late at night because, like, you're watching TV, streaming online, a lot of people are, and sometimes in your neighborhood, you may be paying for 100 down, but the internet speed just plummets. You got to get on your internet provider to fix that issue. I had that issue when I lived in Missouri. CenturyLink did address it and fixed it, but it took a little while to convince them it was happening. Kevin says, Luke, is there a new Fire TV coming? Yes, actually tomorrow the Fire TV Cube is released. So the new Fire TV Cube 2019 hits store shelves tomorrow. No word on a new Fire TV stick with that. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. I'll let you know if I hear anything more, if we learn anything more about it. All right. If you're asking about the Hulu app on the Channel Master Stream Plus, yes, Hulu is removing that. Hulu has confirmed that they're removing their app from both the Air TV and the Channel Master Stream Plus. I've heard some people, including one of our players, still has it, but when you search in the channel store, it's no longer, or the App Store for Android TV there, it's no longer offered. Now, it is available on other Android TV devices, just the Air TV, the AT&T streaming player, and the Channel Master lost access to it. Reliance says, can you tell me of a box or cable box that I can get internet only on? Most internet providers will offer internet only. Comcast, Spectrum, CenturyLink, AT&T, etc. will do that. I hope that's what you mean. If that's not your question, let me know. I'll do my best to answer it. In the past, Sling TV reps said Fox RSN channels were not cheap. That is very correct. There are some regional sports networks are some of the most expensive out there. With that, they were not cheap due to. Are we looking for a refund for not having them? Sling TV has kind of hinted that they may be doing that in the future, but as of now, no announcement about refunds. And it will only be. It's not. You're not going to get like $5 back. It's not like you're going to get $2 or $3 back, but it is a substantial amount there. And Reliance, thank you so much for being a sponsor of our YouTube channel. Thank you for those $5 a month donations. They are a huge help. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. How much is the new Fire TV Cube? I want to say off the top of my head, it's like $119. Let me find that. Put a link to it in the comments real quick. So yes, it's $119.99 for the new Fire TV Cube. Is released tomorrow. They say if you purchase it right now on Amazon, they'll deliver it tomorrow. So let me put an affiliate link. There you go. There's an affiliate link to the Fire TV Cube on Amazon. Doesn't cost you anything, but if you buy through it, Amazon gives us a little finder's fee for the buyer. Helps us all out. Was there any issues reported with the WWE app on the Apple TV during the pay-per-view event on Sunday? I did not hear any, but I'll be honest, I was kind of busy on Sunday, so it's possible I may have missed something. Did you have a problem with the WWE app during the pay-per-view event on Sunday? Let me know. With the new Fire TV Stick 4K, the issue due to I'm having an issue when I use the Fire TV Stick, Hector says, that every now and then it will switch on its own to Pluto TV. I have not heard that. I've not experienced that. I've been using the Fire TV Stick 4K for a while. Never seen that. Could be somebody's being a jerk in your house, just to be blunt, and doing it, has the Fire TV app on their phone, and they're just like, ha ha, look at me changing the app. It's one possibility. I would try to do a hard reboot of it and see if that helps, but I've never heard that. If it persists, I would contact Amazon customer service. I have an Invaders Shield, and the WWE network worked fine on pay-per-view. Yeah, I think if it was a widespread issue, I would have heard a lot of reports of it. All right. So if I haven't answered your questions, please do me a favor, re-ask them, because sometimes what happens here is I'm answering one person's question, and then as I'm answering it, questions fly by. And so if you can, do me a favor, re-ask your question, and I'll do my best to answer it. Brian says, when will my TCL TV get the new update? It's not been updated since September. I had that issue, and then just a few days ago, 9.2 hit my TV, and it worked great. So it's good to see the 9.2 is back. Will Amazon ever offer a live streaming service like YouTube TV? Amazon did look into it at one point. They were intending to launch a live TV streaming service. After a lot of back and forth and negotiations, according to reports, third-party reports of people in the industry, Amazon decided to walk away from that because it wasn't financially feasible, was the report. The problem Amazon, I think, ran into is what T-Mobile did is, Sling TV, etc., can use the contracts with Dish to get a good deal. Google has bottomless pit of money. But according to reports, Amazon wasn't able to strike a good deal that they thought would be making a TV service financially feasible. So keep that in mind. So they went with the Amazon channels, and they just said, hey, we're just going to offer these Amazon channels where you can subscribe to CBS All Access and all this other stuff through that. So hopefully for now, we'll wait and see what happens. But for now, it looks like that's just not going to be in the cards for the future. All right, do you think some digital tuners are better than others? To a point, but if you live in a strong or even a moderate over there reception area, the digital tuner is really not the important part. The antenna is a good antenna will make up a lot more than a digital tuner being better. Digital tuners in most TVs nowadays are of very good quality with that, and in most DVRs, so keep that in mind. You're not going to look for a low quality one in a TCL, etc. TV. Hey, I see a lot of new people here. Do me a favor. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up. We're here every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, to answer your cord cutting related questions. So we're also here Monday through Saturday with a daily cord cutting update. It's some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting. And we have all kinds of reviews, how-to guides, and more. So check that out over at cordcuttersnews.com and hit the subscribe button right here. I use Hulu Plus Live TV with HBO and Starz. Follow as a filler with 2 indoor antennas. Yeah, it really is. Free services like an antenna, or all these other content is a great way to get a ton of content. Add in some paid ones like that. It's a great way. Michael says he lives a long way from signals. Over there, TV is not perfect for everybody, but they do a good job of hitting more people than you would think. So before you discount it, I'm assuming you already looked, Michael, but if you haven't, check out a site like antennaweb.org, enter your address, and see what you should be able to get. Apple, what's the update in the new Apple TV app for Roku? I would not be surprised to see that added any day now. To be honest with you, because it's coming out very soon, I would not be surprised to see that added before the launch of the new Apple TV service November 1st. So maybe next week, maybe the week after. I don't know. I would be shocked if Apple TV launches their new Apple TV Plus service and it doesn't have the Apple TV app on Roku and the Fire TV yet. But we'll see. Any reviews of the Apple TV Arcade? No, not yet, but I'm hearing very positive things from our readers who have tested it. I have not cut the cord yet because I have to have internet and cable, not one or the other. Jonas, if you're in an apartment, sometimes the apartment complex strikes deal with that, but 99.9999999% of cable, internet, TV providers will offer an internet-only option. You can always look at DSL. Also, keep that in mind. Will the new ATSC 3.0 improve OTA signal? They say yes, it will offer better reach. And they're actually asking the FCC to make changes to their rules to allow them to make some changes to have it better reach out there. Luke, if anyone has HBO, could Cold Pursuit do? All right. Any word on Sinclair changing the name of the Fox Regional Sports Networks? No, not at this time, but I would expect them at some point to change the name of the Fox Regional Sports Networks to something else. I have internet only with Spectrum. Unfortunately, there are still some people who live in areas where you only have one option. That's where like low Earth orbit satellites and more will come into play. So, and fixed wireless and other options out there. So keep that in mind. Gary says, will Jess be back on? Yeah, Jess will from time to time pop up on the Q&As, host them from time to time when I'm gone. And of course, we have the weekly Cord Cutting podcast with Jess and I. This week, though, not Thursday. We're going to record it Friday due to a scheduling conflict on my end. Do I think PlayStation Vue will be around a while longer when the PlayStation Vue 5 comes out? Or PlayStation 5, not Vue 5. I don't think PlayStation Vue is in danger of shutting down. I'll be more interested in see if they sell it, to be honest, if anything were to happen. But as of now, no, nothing is happening. All right, let's keep the questions coming. Why aren't OTA sub-channels like MeTV and Antenna TV, Cozy, etc. shown on live TV streaming services like YouTube TV? Contracts. Some of those services don't have rights to stream the content they're airing. The contracts may not have included that. Plus, they want money, and services like YouTube TV say, hey, we're not willing to pay you that much money. We don't think that many people are willing to watch your show. Luke, any prediction for the football score this weekend? You know, I was really impressed last weekend. I didn't think we were going to win that game, but we did. It felt like we should have won that game a lot more handily if our offense was a little bit better. So I'm going to say it should be a comfortable win. It'll be interesting, though, because Illinois' quarterback is a former Michigan quarterback. He was like a third or fourth string quarterback. Kind of saw the writing on the wall and did a grad transfer so he could play at Illinois. He was a good quarterback, so it'll be interesting. But I think our defense will be fine. I think our offense will be fine. Should be a good tune-up game. Is the Apple TV Plus going to have older shows or movies? They haven't said. So far, the only content that will be on Apple TV Plus will be Apple Originals. So the catalog is going to be surprisingly small at launch. Keep that in mind. They're also going to be releasing the program weekly. A lot of this content will be coming out weekly, maybe a few episodes right off the bat of a new show, and then from there, weekly. So keep that in mind. But no, they've announced no deals, let me say that again, to bring back catalog from any partners or anything out there. What's my T-Mobile Sprint merger? I'm assuming you're asking my prediction. I think it will eventually be approved. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. But let me real quick, I'm going to go and play a quick 30 second ad. And hang in here. If you see the ad, hang in with me. We'll be right back. Excuse me. Sorry. I meant to hit the mute button. I was a moment late on that. For everybody who is new here, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up. Really does help us. We're at 108,000. Unbelievable. I'll be honest. I am absolutely shocked at the growth we have been seeing with our YouTube channel. The traffic is excellent. And I'm very, very grateful for everybody out there who has subscribed and has supported us. So thank you so much to everybody who is a subscriber. Thank you to everybody who is a member who donates $5 a month to our YouTube channel. That's actually extremely helpful to us. So keep that in mind. All right. DM says, Luke, I see a DirecTV and Dish merger. I'm going to throw in there, what do you think? So I think in the long run, it is very possible that a DirecTV and a Dish satellite merger may happen, but not anytime soon. AT&T definitely wants to try to take as many DirecTV customers, pull them off the satellite, put them on streaming services like the new AT&T TV, and try to get that. At some point when AT&T has figured we pulled as many people off of DirecTV satellite, moved them onto our other platforms, at that moment, I could see them saying, okay, let's go put this up for sale. So we'll have to wait and see what happens, but I don't expect that anytime soon. And I do think at the time, when the time comes, Dish would be a very good client for that. I do think there is some argument that with streaming and services like AT&T TV and so forth, that there is enough to justify a merger of the two satellite companies. We'll have to wait and see. Luke, do I do consulting work for clients? I'm never opposed to consulting work for clients. You never say no to work until you hear about it. So if anybody's looking for consulting work, go to corecardsnews.com and click on the contact us, send us an email. Why is Comcast rated so badly? They've made a lot of dumb decisions, to be honest with you, and they need to do better. Richard says, I watched the show with you on the Core Killers. Will you do any more as a guest? I'll be honored to join Brian and Tom as a guest. They really are they're great people, and I was very honored to have them ask me to join them. Huge honor. I listened to Tom back when he was doing the daily core kind of shows over on CNET as a podcast or as time at Twit. Seen Brian Brushwood off and on for a while. Huge respect for what they do. Very, very honored to be invited over to join them. All right. If AT&T TV now still has the same channel lineup, I probably would get it. But no, I'm staying with Sling TV. You know, that's the great thing about cord cutting is you have options. You're not stuck in one or the other. Evening all, how was your guest spot? You talking about the Core Killers? It was a great, fun opportunity. You should definitely check out Tom Merritt's and Brian Brushwood's show. Cordkillers.com, Chris. Cordkillers.com. All right, if I haven't answered your question, do me a favor, re-ask it, because sometimes they get lost in the mix when I'm out there. HBO Max. Question about HBO Max, I should say. How many streams can you have at once? We don't know yet. They haven't said. So they will be announcing more about HBO Max later this month. We'll get more details about it. At that time, hopefully we'll start learning things like how many concurrent streams, what the price will be, and more. So once we know more, I'll be posting about it over at corecarsnews.com. All right. If you have a question, make sure to leave us a comment. I'd love to hear from you. I know Disney allows 4 streams at once. It depends on which plan you have, because I believe if you do the Hulu, ESPN Plus, Disney Plus one, it is limited. There we go, I'm back. Sorry, I muted my mic real quick so I could cough. My allergies. It is fall allergy season down here in Texas. I do apologize. Any new information about Disney Plus coming to the Fire TV? No new details on that, unfortunately. All right. Will the YouTube TV be added to? Will add PBS to do? Will they include my station? You know, Howard, I don't know that particular station. Most PBS stations by the end of this year should be live, if not all. So it may not be your local feed. It may be a national feed, though. Mule, have a great night. Thanks for joining us. Luke, does Alexa allow you to control your TV via voice? It depends on what TV you have. You can actually pair it with Roku and have some control over it with Roku. Of course, the Fire TV ones have a ton of control. So it depends on what TV you have. Look up in your manual, see if they give you any details about that. What streaming services are you most excited for? I think, not necessarily what I'm most excited about, but what talking to my readers about, it seems that the the Disney Plus is what most people are most excited about. HBO Max may be the next, followed by Apple TV Plus, and the new NBC Peacock in last place. So talking to people, that's kind of what we're hearing. All right. DM, I don't know if I fully understand your question about inserting ads. Let me know. If you have a Fire TV stick and you subscribe to Hulu, won't you be able to get Disney Plus inside of Hulu? We don't know that. Not necessarily. Keep that in mind. Not necessarily. Hulu does have different versions for different apps, and it's very possible that before the Disney Plus launches, that Hulu may be removed from the Fire TV if Disney pulls a plug on it if they don't get a deal they want. They've warned that, or according to anonymous sources, Disney-owned apps may be removed from the Fire TV if a deal is not reached to address the ad issue with Amazon. Stupid question. PC, there's no such thing as a stupid question. If my TV says Roku on the startup screen, do I still need a Roku player? No. If you have a Roku TV with a Roku built in, buying a Roku streaming player won't give you anything. It may actually give you less because it won't have the ability to have like built-in antenna, HDMI support, and more. TiVo and Roku are putting ads anywhere they want ads. Yeah, it's one of those things. You want a cheap device with Roku, you're going to see ads. All right, Luke, on the Roku soundbar, can you use the soundbar and last year's sound speakers at the same time? I haven't tested that. I'll try to look into that. Luke, I like the new Stir app. Saw that they had old Patty Duke show on demand, and saw that Chips is on it, but only live. Yeah, Chips. So they do air some live They do air live content from places like Charge, which I think now airs Chips. A show from my childhood. I absolutely love Chips. So yeah, so Stir is a great app. Compare that with Pluto and Zumo TV and the Roku channel and the IMDb TV. And there is a ton, and I do mean a ton of really, really great content out there. Keep that in mind, 100% for free. Hey Luke, Sunday afternoon on AT&T TV Now went down. Yeah, AT&T TV Now still seems to be struggling with outages and more. Hopefully they get that all put together real soon. Hey Luke, I bought a new iPhone. When does my free year subscription kick in? You need to talk to Apple on that. Apple has those details. How do I see the channels that are available, say, on Netflix? Well, Netflix doesn't have channels, but they do have a catalog. You can go to netflix.com and see a lot of it there. Sorry, I forgot to take my Sudafed today, and it is absolutely killing me. And when my allergies are bad and I'm talking this much, it makes it a lot worse. Hello, Evan. Good to have you here. Is the Roku Stick Plus 2019 edition worth the upgrade? No, there is no difference in the stick itself between the 2018 and the 2019. The Best Buy exclusive version of the new of the Roku Stick Plus, only difference there is the fact that it adds the ability to have a headphone jack on the remote. Beyond that, it is the only difference between the 2018 and 2019 version is the headphone jack and the remote and the Best Buy exclusive. The processing power, everything else on the stick itself is exactly the same. All right, get the questions in. About 10 more minutes or so, we're going to answer your core count related questions. Busy day. I've been working since 6, so I'm going to call it a little bit early today. So about 6 more minutes or 10 more minutes here, a little bit more probably. But if you're new here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. It really does help us. And if you've been around a while, make sure to ring the notification bell. Turn notifications on your mobile device too, so you never miss one of our videos, because we're posting videos almost every day. Netflix is in for a world of hurt by raising their prices with Disney Plus. We'll see. I'm not so convinced Netflix is in as dire straits as people are trying to make them out to be. They have over 100 million subscribers, and they're growing worldwide. So I think Netflix is fine. Could they maybe lose some subscribers? Yes. Is it this doom and gloom situation people are trying to make it out to be? I don't think so. I do think Netflix has to walk a tightrope here. They do have to be careful about price hikes, and they do have to be careful about maintaining good quality content. But as long as they maintain good quality content, their price is fairly competitive, I think they're going to be fine. There are shows that people absolutely just must have with Netflix, like Stranger Things. So I think they're going to be okay. Matthew asks, is Sling TV again? Fox Regional Sports Network's back. At this time, nothing is in the works. There's been no announcement, no new deal. Howard, sorry to hear you broke your kneecap. I hope that surgery goes well. Do you have any, are you got a show you plan to binge? Maybe some movies? After this is done, I'm going to go lay down and watch some football. I know it's college football. It's a kind of a no-name game. But you know what? It's football, and I'm very excited to be watching it. I chatted yesterday with AT&T TV Now and told them about my Sunday ticket outage, and they offered me a $5 credit. It's a pretty good deal. Yeah, AT&T has been trying to be aggressive when the outages happen to offer refunds and discounts and some type of promotional deal. All right. Hey, real quick question for everybody. Since Howard has a surgery coming up and he's going to be down for a little bit, what movie or TV show would you recommend he check out? Leave me a comment and let me know. And who here is excited for the new Breaking Bad movie that's coming out this Friday, I believe, just a couple days from now? Who's here is excited about the new Breaking Bad movie? All right, keep the questions coming. All right, MG, you are kind of right. And one of the biggest, I think, threats of Netflix is not Disney Plus, it's not HBO Max, it's the free services. Pluto TV, Zumo TV, the Roku channel, IMDb TV, and more are all really good content. Stir, all good content, all 100% free, and they've really done a good job upgrading the quality there. So I think if anything I think is the most dangerous to Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, it's the free services, because now you could have maybe one of them supplement with a ton of free services and watch more content than you could ever watch. Jason, so excited you're getting the subwoofer. Let me know what you think of it. One thing though is your Roku, if you want to pair it automatically to a Roku TV that doesn't have a Roku soundbar, or set of speakers, it won't work unless your Roku TV has a 9.2 update. They say in the coming weeks they will be rolling out the 9.2 update to most Roku TVs. I already have my 9.2 update on several of my Roku TVs. Do I think Pluto TV will start charging? No. Viacom, the owners of Pluto TV, have been very, very clear that they intend to keep Pluto TV 100% free. Why do Comcast and AT&T nickel and dime you on everything? Because it's how they make a good chunk of money. They make a lot of money that way. What's happening to HBO Now when HBO Max comes out? According to AT&T, HBO Now will continue into the future. My question is, will there be a price change? We'll have to wait and see. But HBO Now will be going forward, which raises a question. A lot of people have said, well, HBO Max will include all the HBO content, like a live feed of HBO, right? I'm not convinced about that. Not saying that it may not be a tier on there, but the base tier may not include live HBO. Keep that in mind. Howard says he's going to be watching sports and playing video games for the next 6 weeks. Not a bad idea. I'll be honest, I've been playing some classic video games, some Command & Conquer on my PC, Red Alert 2, having some fun with that. What's the difference between HBO Now and HBO Max? We're going to have to wait, but HBO Max is a Netflix-like on-demand service. HBO Now does give you on-demand content of older HBO shows, but also gives you access to current HBO programming. Any update on a possible Xfinity app for the Fire TV? Nope, nothing new there. HBO now doesn't have a live feed. They do put up programming at the same time. So like when a new episode of a show hits, it is on HBO Now at the same moment. Do I think Dish will ever get HBO or Cinemax again? It could happen. Does not seem to be happening anytime soon, though. How do you adjust the screen size on the Toshiba 4K HDR Fire TV? It should be automatically set. I'm not sure about adjusting input. I would contact Amazon for help with that. I'm not sure if the BB movie would be what time Netflix would be adding the BB movie or the Breaking Bad movie. I'm not sure if it's Pacific, if it's Eastern. I'm just not sure, to be honest with you. All right, everybody, about 5 more minutes. Get your questions in. I'm going to do my best to answer them. I tried the YouTube TV app 2 weeks ago on my Fire TV stick. Why it's not clear? You're saying your Fire TV stick was YouTube TV wasn't clear? Looks great on mine, so I'm not sure. Check your internet speed. Maybe you weren't getting full internet speed to it. All right, everybody. Do I consider Xfinity Flex TV a cord-cutting device? No, it does not include many of the most popular cord-cutting apps. There's no live TV streaming services. If you want live cable TV channels, you have to pay Comcast for their streaming package. So no, I do not consider the Flex a viable cord cutting option. All right, yeah, I do believe most Netflix content adds at midnight Pacific, but I don't believe that happens every single time. Brian says when he first heard about HBO Max, he thought it was Cinemax and HBO combined. Well, we'll have content from both Cinemax and HBO. We'll have to wait until later this month to learn more. Is there a minimum internet speed for streaming? Well, I cut the cord with just 10 down and successfully streamed what I wanted. I would recommend, though, if you can, at least 20, 25 down. Be careful about getting the fastest package. I would start 20, 25 down to 50 down in that range if you can get a package that's slow. And then from there, if you need more speed, you can always add it. They're always willing to upgrade you to a more expensive package. Getting them to downgrade you to a cheaper package is much more difficult. Keep that in mind. What's the most viable cord cutting option? That really depends on what you want. There's people out there who are just happy with nothing but an antenna and some DVDs. Some people need a live TV streaming service. Other people just have Hulu, Netflix, or Amazon. So there's really, no like, oh, this is the best package for everybody, because it depends on what you want. Jason, thank you so much for those kind words. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to us. And thank you for being a subscriber and a reader for over 3 years. Huge, huge thank you. We're a very different site now. So much more content. 3 years ago, I was the only employee. Now we have a team of 4 full-time employees. So it's really nice. What do you need to stream a 4K? I would recommend at least 25 down for 4K. And you need a 4K supported TV and a 4K supported streaming player. But 25 down is a minimum of what I would recommend for 4K. Jesus, thank you so much. All right. Get those questions in because I'm going to wrap this up in a few minutes. Is CBS All Access a good streaming service? If it has what you want. A lot of people are very excited about the new Star Trek shows, the Picard, the Discovery, and more. I'm very excited about them. I think I'm most excited about Picard because I've always wanted to go forward. I'm sick of looking back. I wanted to see what happens next. So I'm very excited about that. How can I sign into YouTube TV on my TV to like videos? I think they removed from most of their TV apps the ability to like videos from the TV app. You now need to do it on a computer or on a phone. When is Pluto TV adding the Cord Cutters news channel? You know what? That's a good question. You should email Pluto TV and be like, hey, we want the Cord Cutters news channel. I don't know if we have enough content to justify that, but that would be pretty cool. But thank you for the kind words. I really do appreciate it. Can I recommend a good VPN service? There are plenty of good ones. I use NordVPN. I like it because I like when I travel to have a VPN to make sure when I'm on public Wi-Fi it's secure. I wouldn't necessarily recommend a VPN for streaming. All right, everybody. I think we're going to wrap this up. I've had a very long day, so we're going to call this at about 50 minutes. I just wanted to take a moment and say thank you. I am so excited about this new review studio. I'm excited about what this means for the YouTube channel. I have big plans and what we can do here to make our YouTube channel even better, that we can improve the quality of what we're doing here to make it a better experience for you out there. So if you have any questions, leave me a comment, let me know. But I'd love to know what you think of everything. I always love it. If you're new here, to hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. It really does help us. If you ever like a YouTube channel, you don't need to donate to help them. Just hitting that thumbs up. It's a huge help for YouTube channels. But I hope everybody takes care out there, and I hope everybody has a fantastic week. Remember, the podcast is going to be on Friday this week at 1 p.m. Eastern. Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern will be the podcast this week. So I hope everybody has a fantastic night. I'm going to play a quick 15-second ad. If you could hang out through this 15-second ad, helps us pay the bills. For everybody else here, again, thank you so much for your kind words, kind support. I absolutely love doing these Q&As because I love talking to everybody here. It is really nice. Maybe the new office, we could do maybe a call-in, maybe have some people Skype in, ask questions. I don't know. We'll have to see. All right. So, and yes, we'll real quick wait for everybody to come back. But yes, if you haven't seen the video, click on the Core Cars News icon here. Just for everybody, if you haven't seen our new office tour video, the expanded new Core Cars News review lab that we just got the keys for in the process of remodeling, there's a video up it. Click on our Core Cars News channel here, youtube.com/CoreCarsNews. Look at the recent videos. From Sunday, you'll find a video give you a quick walkthrough of the Core Cars News new tech lab. So I hope everybody has a fantastic day. I hope everybody takes care. I will be back tomorrow with more core cutting related news and our Core Cutting Today show. So take care, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for your support. I really do appreciate it.